Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. It's been a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a minute since I've uploaded anything on my channel. For sure, it's been about 5 years. But without further ado, we're gonna do a Dark Souls Remastered playthrough here, just so I can get back in tune with the universe for the release of Demon Souls that's coming out on November 12th. It'll be launching with the PlayStation 5, which I do have a pre-order for. So I'm just setting up my class here. Actually, I don't want to go with the warrior. Hold on. Sorry you can't see the character's face, but where I have the camera at right now, it's kind of blocking the character creation, but once I start the game, it'll all make sense. It'll be out of the way of everything. Plus, it really doesn't matter. Actually, no, I do want to be a warrior. I'm more or less going to have a strength build, so that's what I'm going for. For the gift, we're going to go ahead and choose the Master Key, because we are going to get a overpowered weapon for the first part of the game, is what I'm trying to say. Let's see. We're going to slim. For the face, we'll go with this guy because he kind of seems like he's slightly happy there. Could go for this guy, but that guy is a little bit too happy. Let's go with the Far East Traveler. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'll be wearing a helmet the whole time, and once you die, you'll be hollowed, and your character's gonna look terrible anyway. So, as far as the hair goes, none of the hairstyles really matter. All of them are pretty horrible. So we will go. Screw it. We'll just go with that one. Give him a receding hairline. Yeah, that's fine. This game is not about the customization at all. So it's more strictly about the lore and gameplay.
The world was unfolded.
I'm so ready for Demon Souls in November. I cannot wait. Anybody watching this video, if you're excited for Demon Souls, go ahead and comment down below on whether or not you have it pre-ordered yet, and if you were lucky enough to get a PlayStation 5 pre-order.
But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity, heat and cold,
Okay.
life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead.
He's actually one of the easier bosses in the game.
The Witch of Asylum and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight.
Gwyn is also one of the easier bosses in the game. I don't know if FromSoft meant to make him the most parryable character in the game, but that's certainly what they did.
Easily forgotten.
I didn't beat him by
With the strength
parrying,
of
though. I just beat him to death with a huge sword.
challenged the
So.
dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms.
Definitely one of the cooler intros, if not vague.
deserve. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire.
The Age of Fire. Haha, fire, yeah.
But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain.
Maybe. Depends on what the character decides to do at the end of the game, really.
Only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Alright, let's get to it. One more little cutscene to go, and we will be able to actually jump into the game. Yeah, that's the thing about Dark Souls. What you just saw there was about as much story context as you're going to get, besides picking up the items throughout the world.
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Excuse me.
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
I just want to get to it already. I really want to skip this because this is probably my 4th or 5th time seeing the intro to this game, if not more. That kind of tells you what you need to know about the game. The gameplay is so good that I just want to get past the cutscenes and kind of get to it. Here we go. We'll be running into our buddy a little bit later on. But in the meantime, he's going to help us out, hook us up with a key. And we're off, finally. Alright. So, please feel free to leave comments in the video in regards to the sound, in regards to the picture, because I am still trying to work out the kinks in my setup, but I have spent quite a bit of time on the setup in terms of the sound quality and everything else, so I really hope that this is a great experience for anybody watching. I'm not going to bother reading any of the notes, so just for a full disclosure here, I've actually beaten this game 2 times for sure. I think 2 or 3 times. I can't be for certain. I want to say I've beaten it, yeah, at least 2 times. So I'm not new to the series. The reason I'm doing a walkthrough of the remastered version of the game is, like I said at the beginning of the video, simply because Demon Souls is coming out, and it kind of feels like sacrilege that I don't have a full playthrough of this game on my channel. So I just have to play through it. And this is gonna be my personal guide on how I play through the game. All right, I'm not trying to copy anybody else's playstyle. This is my own playstyle. So you could either choose to do some of the tactics I use, or just simply watch for entertainment purposes. It's up to you. So we'll run past here, get past the ogre. I suppose I could try to fight him with my sword hilt, but That wouldn't work out very well. Heater shield. That's actually one of the better shields in the game, believe it or not. I mean, of course there are better shields, but the heater shield, as far as a starting shield goes, it's pretty damn good. The stats are not that bad. We're gonna pick up the Dragon Crest shield really early on, and we're gonna use the Master Key to do that. Backstabs can be kind of tricky in the game. I want to say Dark Souls 3 is much better for the backstabs. Oh, by the way, I want to give a shout out to Liam Wells. He's my 13-year-old. He actually just beat Dark Souls 3 for the first time, so good job, Liam. It's pretty awesome when you see your kids grow up and then they're able to take on some of these tough games. All right.
You. You're no hollow. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Gotta drink my water, man.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family.
I wish I could get this guy's armor and his shield.
And thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know.
Now you know.
I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, and this.
Thank you.
Now I must bid farewell.
Farewell, my friend.
And thank you.
Until next time. So, I could kill him right now. I'm just gonna leave him there. He'll die when I leave the room. So the differences between this version and the Xbox 360 or PS3 version, depending on what system you played on, is really the lighting effects are a lot better in this game, and the textures are a bit better. But more or less, this is the same exact game that I played on the 360 back in the day. It just runs a lot smoother, and places like Blighttown look way better. And if you don't know what Blighttown is, we'll find that out a little bit later in the game. And if I look like I'm looking kind of up, my TV's right in front of me, but for some reason, sometimes it looks like I'm looking up, even though I'm looking straight ahead. So I think it's just because of the level of my camera, so that's why it's kind of a weird angle. Alright, come on, dude. These guys are not threatening, but they can do a bit of damage if you're not careful. Alright. Around the corner, there's an archer. Yeah, I first played Demon Souls. I still remember buying Demon Souls at my local GameStop back in 2009 or 2010. And the guy at my local GameStop actually tried to talk me out of buying Demon Souls because it was a really difficult game. But I bought it anyway, and I've just been playing those games ever since. I never actually beat Demon Souls, though. I got pretty far in it, though, but I never did finish the game for whatever reason. Alright, let's see if I can land this. Yes. I can't see anything. Okay. Man. This is embarrassing. That was a lot, that was a lot more difficult than it should have been. Okay. I'm not going to bother sitting at Bonfire because we're just going to head on to New Londo. I think that's what it's called. I can't be for certain. I mean, I have played this game and I've played Dark Souls 2. I've beat Dark Souls 3 probably 3 or 4 times. I love that game. Dark Souls 2, I beat that one a couple times as well. Bloodborne, I've beat that game 3 or 4 times. I've gotten all of the endings in that game. So I'm no stranger to FromSoft games.
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
That is such a cool scene right there. That's really neat.
To leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords.
All right. The land of the ancient lords. Lordran. Okay. I was close. I'm not sure what I said earlier, actually, but I think it was close. The thing I love about this game is that FromSoft drops you in the middle of this world, and you could literally go half a dozen different places right from the start of the game, and you're just left to figure it out. And I think that's pretty damn cool. Alright. Okay. So we are not going to level up or anything right now. I am going to sit at the bonfire real quick. Excuse me. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get some fire bombs, and then we're going to go kill us an undead dragon. And that's going to do a couple things. For one thing, it's going to allow us to get, I believe you get like 3,000 souls for killing the dragon. And then we're going to get the Dragon Crest Shield and a really awesome starter sword that will make this area pretty damn easy. Alright, but first we're going to go around and collect up some of the items. There are some NPCs around here. I'm not going to talk to them just yet. I'm going to go about my business collecting some items. Hold on. I thought there was something... Yeah, over here. Okay. So I'll actually loot this place after I get the fire bombs. So let's go get the fire bombs first. Okay. I'm going to try to make these videos about 25 to 30 minutes long, so we won't go too much further. I might be able to make it to the merchant in the next 5 minutes. Come on, buddy. These guys do like to jump, but I like to backstab. So... These guys are more annoying than anything else. go down and get this item real quick. Most of the items around here are not really a big deal. Most of them are just souls of undead, which will come in a little bit handy a little bit later when we use those to level up. Honestly, this has always been one of my favorite parts of any game. Like, I love this area. It's just so much fun to play. The Undead Burg. Wow, that would have been trollish if that guy would have actually hit me with his axe. Okay. I do love my backstabs, for sure. Alright. Come on, buddy. Come on. The thing I hate about the backstabs in this game is that they're not consistent at all. I just think that that mechanic in Dark Souls 3 is way more consistent. In Dark Souls, either the first Dark Souls or this Dark Souls, trying to get backstabs in can be fairly frustrating sometimes. Because you'll think that you'll have the angle on somebody, and then for whatever reason the game just won't give you the backstab. Whereas in Dark Souls 3, as long as you're kind of like behind and slightly to the side, that is so awesome. One of the best intros in the game. We'll be seeing that dragon a little bit later. No, but I was just saying that I just wish that the backstab mechanic was a little bit more consistent. Like right there, should have been a backstab. Right there should have been a backstab as well, honestly. You dick. You dick. Man. So I got an arrow in my forehead and my heart for my trouble there. So we'll get the wooden shields. And so over here, now you could either choose to fight these idiots or just do what I'm going to do, which is just go right past them, because those guys take forever to make a move. Those enemies more or less just like to circle around you. And yeah, it's kind of annoying. Alright.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you. Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
This guy is such a creeper. Alright. So you could do one of two things here. If I were you, I would go with the fire bombs though. And what you're going to do, you're going to buy... I'm going to get about 32 of them, just in case I have any misfires. Now you can also buy a bow and arrow, and you could kill the undead dragon that way.
Thank you.
But I'm going to use the fire bombs. So like I said, I will come back to this area and I will get all the items that I missed. But the first thing I want to do is use the master key and get the Astora straight sword, which is a straight sword that you will need 14 faith in order to use. So you will have to level up your faith to 14. Dude, where did you come from? I don't even know where that guy came from. Honestly, I don't. Alright. Why is that rat back? This is the thing that kind of confuses me about this area. Is that I didn't rest at a bonfire, and yet all these idiots are back alive. And I think it's because anytime you go into a new area and then come back into an old area, I think all the enemies come back. Which honestly is not a huge deal. So we're at about 25 minutes. I'm going to try to get down to the Undead Dragon. And we're going to take him out. And then we're going to head on to part 2. After I take out that Undead Dragon. And then we're going to go on a little treasure hunt and pick up all the items in this area that we can find. Which there are quite a few. Whoops, don't want to go that way. Be careful not to fall off the edge there. A lot of people have done it for sure. Alright. You just can't help but break stuff in this game. Anytime you see barrels or like wooden crates, you just have to roll into them and break them. That's just what we do. The people that play these games anyway. Alright, so we are in a place that we won't really go to until later on in the game. I think there's an item over here, actually. Okay. New Londo Ruins. That's why I thought it was called New Londo. That first area of the game. But I was wrong. It's called Lodrin. Okay, I'm not going to bother with these guys. When you come out of that door, you're just going to go over here, go into this door. Really? Is this guy really following me? What the hell? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and equip our fire bombs. Okay. So right in there, that path leads you to Blighttown. We will be going down there to ring the second bell of Awakening. There's 2 bells we have to ring. We have to ring a bell up in a church tower, and then we have to go down below in Blighttown and ring the second one, and then that'll kind of push us on in the game. But there's plenty of bosses to fight until then. Okay, the Undead Dragon is just right up here. And like I said, the only way you could get this sword at this point in the game is that you have to select the Master Key at the start of the game. And trust me, you want to get the Master Key and you want to get the sword because that'll make this area so much easier. So there's the dragon. He will wake up if I take a step over to him. But if you go up this little path right here, you could basically stand and we're just going to troll him with fireballs. I know this isn't very interesting. However, at this stage in the game, that dragon can and will one-hit kill you. All he needs to do is swipe you once with his claw and you're dead. He also spews out this nasty stuff from his mouth. You'll actually fight another undead dragon just like him when we go into the painted world later on in the game. Just remember, fire bombs are your best friend. So it's always good to have some on hand. Now, like I said, you can use a bow and arrow and kill this guy from a distance, or just stand right here and shoot him with bow and arrows. But I think fire bombs work a little bit better, and they do more damage. One more hit. Alright, there we go. We just got 3,000 souls, I believe. We got the Soul of a Proud Knight, which is going to give us some more souls. We got the Dragon Crest Shield and Astora's Straight Sword. So Astora's Straight Sword will make it to where we're dealing 160 damage. Well, actually, I'm going to be dealing about 197 damage. Right now, with the sword I have right now, I'm dealing 92 damage. So first things first, we need to go back to the bonfire and level up our character in order to actually use the sword. So that's what we're going to do. And once I get back to the bonfire and we level up, I'll equip the sword, and then we'll go ahead and end this video and move on to part 2. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, it's just Dark Souls is such a unique game. It's definitely not as user friendly as Dark Souls 3 is. Dark Souls 3, you could pretty much fast travel anywhere you want to go. In this game, you basically have to find shortcuts the entire game to get to places quickly. And it's just pretty cool that you can go wherever the heck you want to go at the start of the game. I mean, the game devs definitely just leave it up to you. Obviously, there's some places where you want to stay away from for sure, because at this stage in the game, you will get destroyed by just about anything. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for watching, and when we come back, we'll level up and equip Astora's Straight Sword and continue on. Thanks.